please, Mr. Crosby.
Mr. Crosby.
Mr. Crosby. Mr. Crosby, please. Mr. Crosby.
It's the police.
Is your boss in, Jackie, love?
Down the hospital.
Oh, of course he is. How is the little lad?
He opened his eyes yesterday. He's coming home for Christmas.
Oh, lovely. Home for Christmas.
Is there anything I can help with, Julia?
I'm collecting jumble for St. Thomas's Christmas fair. It is for a good cause. The pensioners' Christmas party.
Oh, I don't think Ron and Dee will have much time for sorting out jumble, love. I've got some if you want to call around.
Oh, good. I'll be doing your road after tea.
Oh, can you make it tomorrow? I'm going in to see Tony.
Oh, I'll get you some time, love.
I've got some old tops and jeans and stuff if you want them.
Oh, they'd be perfect. I'll call round when I've done this lot.
You'll be able to get your picture taken by the reporters. They're all back outside the Crosbys.
Oh, they're back, are they? Makes you wonder how much he's involved in robbing them pensioners, doesn't it?
Who? David Crosby? What's it got to do with him?
Well, he's not short of a few bob, is he? I mean, he only worked as hospital chemist. He didn't have his own shop. So how could he afford a flat in Spain?
He sold that last year.
Oh, aye. But why did he go to Spain in the first place? Because the bobbies can't get you back from there, can they, eh? The Costa del Crime. Perhaps he came back a bit too soon.
You'll be getting done for slander, you.
Yeah.
You got any idea what I can take in for Tony?
No, not really.
Don't know if he can move or anything, you know. I mean, what'd you get for someone in that saucer's teeth?
I won't worry about it too much. I think Ron just wants as many people there as possible.
Yeah. I think I'll ask Jimmy to come in with me.
What's that?
Just some of me dad's clothes.
However, the city is worth a second look. Once you've done the standard sites, these pyramids and temples, it's the time to wander around the bustling streets and markets of old Cairo.
What's the idea of packing my husband's clothes?
Me dad's clothes. I'm gonna sell them.
I don't believe this. You could have asked. You could have asked about trying to sell the car as well.
I don't have to ask. Me dad left me that car in his will.
That wasn't a proper will, and you know it.
Still says I get the car.
Go and take that notice out the window. This has got to be discussed.
Won't make any difference. It's still advertised in tomorrow night's paper.
Over here, please.
I can't stand much more of this. My life's not our own. Oh, put the kettle on, will you?
Just don't go in there. Penny's talking to the police. It's the fraud squad, I think.
Here? Couldn't she go down to the police station?
It was only a matter of time before they turned up. I don't think she had any choice. Anyway, you can't expect her to go out there.
Oh, but I have to. And every time I set foot outside, I'm besieged by those bloody reporters.
Not so loud.
Well, it's just not on. I can't even watch television without hearing the latest report on Clive's shenanigan. And if I don't watch that, I have to listen to Penny's interminable whining.
Oh, for God's sake, Jean, the poor girl's lost everything.
Why does she have to be here? I mean, surely she's got some other relatives.
You know she needs us. Even her friends have cut her off.
But there must be someone else she can go to. Oh, I'm just so tired of it all. Can't we just ask her to leave?
It's coming up to Christmas. We can't just shun her.
Well, surely there's somewhere she can go.
No, Jean. She's my brother's wife. I owe it to him to look after her.
Oh, God.
You got any jumble for Julie's Christmas fair?
You're joking, aren't you? All my jumble I have to wear.
How's it going?
I've wasted a few, but I think it's about right.
Hey, I like these.
They're just drying. Have you noticed anything funny about Beth just lately?
Like what?
She just seemed a bit weird when she came round yesterday.
How do you mean?
She said you weren't looking to get involved with anyone so soon after Derek, like.
Well, all I know is that me and Derek are definitely history. What if another fella comes along? Who knows?
All right.
I don't know what's wrong with Beth, actually. She was accusing me of fancying you the other day.
The gang will be down at the cafe. Should we eat this and go and join them?
Not today. We've got the rest of the day off.
Isn't that a good time to spend with your mates?
Well, I thought we could be together for once. Just you and me.
Why?
Well, because we're going out, aren't we?
That's no reason to cut yourself off from your mates.
I know, but I thought we were going to town and, I don't know, see a film or something.
That's boring. We can have a laugh with all the others.
I just thought we were going out together, that's all.
We are.
I want to see you on your own a bit more.
You will do. It's just that my friends have helped me so much. But Katie, I didn't really want to say it, but... Well, if I can't see them, I can't see you. They're not that bad, are they?
Well, I suppose not, no, but...
I had such a terrible time when my family split up. I could never turn my back on the people that helped me through it. You can understand that, can't you?
Yeah.
Look, I think we both know how we feel about each other. But it really is a case of, if you want to go out with me, you've got to accept my friends as well. I don't want to lose you, but it's your choice. What's your decision, then?
I'll try and like your friends as well.
I'm sorry to bother you, love, but I'm collecting Jumble for St. Thomas's Christmas fair. It might be as good as working in the hairdressers, but it keeps me busy, eh? I know you've been through a bad time, but if it's inconvenient...
No. Just wondering what I've got. Actually, I was meaning to get rid of some of Frank's clothes.
Oh, I agree, love. When I was widowed, I held on to my fella's clothes for 3 years. Doesn't do you any good, you know. Only brings back all the sad memories.
Yes, you take them.
Oh, it is for a good cause. I can promise you that.
There we are.
Oh, thanks. Oh, it's heavy. I have to straighten myself under this weight. Still, I suppose it's all good quality stuff, eh? Now, listen, take it from me. You've not got to cling on. You've got to make a life for yourself.
What do you do with them clothes?
Oh, it's for the best, love. Like I was just saying to your stepmum here, it's no good hanging on to things. You might have lost your dad, but at least you know his things are going to a good cause. Ta-ra, love. Ta-ra.
You did that on purpose, didn't you?
Two can play at your game, Jeff. You didn't ask me about the car.
I owned the flaming car. My dad promised me the deposit for a flat before he died. I'm gonna get it.
Even if it upsets me. Making money out of him dying.
No. Look, I don't want to hurt you. But I've lost everything. My dad. My job at Torquay. I sort of wish that my dad had died without knowing I couldn't make it in football. And you saw what it did to him. How important it was to him. I've got to make a new start. I need the money for a flat so I can sort myself out. I mean, if you're keeping this place, how else am I going to get any money? It was my dad, after all.
I hate it here. So does Al Gavin. I want to go home to my nan's.
We can't, love.
But I don't want to be here for Christmas.
If we go now, we'll lose everything Frank wanted us to have. I know it's hard, love, but we can't go now.
All right, Mum.
Hello, love.
My dad told me what the doctor said. What are we going to do?
I'm praying all day.
No, I mean about finding Tony some better treatment.
Well, I think we should go to Lord's with him.
Oh, for God's sake, Dee. Who have you ever heard of that was cured at Lord's, eh? No one. A package trip to the south of France isn't going to cure our son, is it?
I don't know how you can speak like that in front of him.
Because he needs a medical cure. Not a free ticket from the flaming church.
Yeah, but what though, Dad?
Michael, there's got to be someone somewhere who can help him. In America and that, you read about it all the time, don't you?
The church will help with Lord's. Anyway, how can we afford to go chasing around America?
This is our Tony we're talking about here, you know. If I had to, I'd sell the house, the shop, the lot. You've got to agree with me in all this, Michael. I mean, what good is Lord's going to do? We need to be out there finding someone who can help him.
Look, I know it sounds soft, but my mum wants him to go to Lord's.
And I know you feel the same way as I do about all this. Am I right?
Yeah, no, but...
Right. Michael, are you with me on this? We raise the cash and we find a specialist that can help him.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Good lad. Knew you would be.
Martine. Oh, yeah. Hi, Beth. Oh, hello, Julia. Hiya.
Hi, love. Hiya. You better get warmed up and dig out that sheet music I got you. She's all on her own in her house, so I thought we'd better get some practice in for the carol concert. It's only a couple of weeks off. I'm singing Silent Night. That Mrs. Keith that wanted me to sing Once in Royal David City. Oh, I soon put her right. If I'm walking my legs off collecting jumble, I'll choose my solo, not her. Have you got my jumble, love?
It's here.
Oh, it is for a good cause. Oh, I forgot. Beth told me got highly commended for your picture of me. Imagine a picture of me highly commended. Oh, when can I see it, Keith, love?
Well,
It's got to stay in the private exhibition till the new year. Isn't that right, Keith?
that's right. I'm sorry, Julia. It's the rules.
Oh, well, it's something to look forward to. I don't know. All you talented young people. Are you ready for me, Beth, love?
Just a minute.
You're all invited to the carol concert, you know, and the Christmas fair. We need plenty of helpers. It is for a good cause. Silent night, holy night. Oh.
I was thinking, Jean, that Cortina the Rogers are selling, that's the same model I bought new in '61, after the old Morris Oxford, remember? The year I got promotion at the General and we drove up to the Western Isles.
How long have they been in there now?
Oh, a couple of hours at least. Shall I offer them some more tea?
Don't you dare, they'll be there all night.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
What an ordeal. They expected me to remember papers I signed for Clive and Tim Scott years ago.
There's no suggestion they'll try and implicate you, is there?
No. They appreciate that I signed everything to do with the firm over to Clive. All I did was provide a third signature when it came to moving money around. The lies Clive and Tim must have told me. I feel so stupid, just blindly signing my own life away. My house and everything.
That room reeks of cigarette smoke.
Jean, for goodness sake.
I'm sorry about that. And the embarrassment of having police to the house.
Oh, don't worry about that.
Well, at least we've got our living room back.
Sorry, it's been awful for you two, hasn't it?
Well, nothing we can't cope with, eh, dear?
I know, but I've been thinking. I've got a couple of £1,000 in a building society account. Perhaps it's time I found a hotel.
No, I wouldn't hear of it.
But you've put up with so much.
No, absolutely not. I couldn't have that. Not at Christmas. Could we, dear?
But if Penny...
You've been so kind, David. I don't know what I'd have done without you. Both of you.
You did get me anniversary present yesterday, then?
Oh, yeah? Birthday present and anniversary present. Fancy you remembering? Flowers made a change. Do you remember when I used to get a charm for my bracelets?
How many times do I have to tell you I'm sorry?
The one anniversary present that'd make me happy is getting my bracelet back. Oh, no more stories, Jimmy. I know it's gone forever. Have you got your car keys with you?
Yeah, what?
You and me are going in to see little Tony Dixon.
Me? I can't get there.
Why not?
Well, we're not family or nothing, are we?
Don't be so soft. You've known them since they moved here. Oh, come on. We should show our faces down there.
And what about work?
Which is nice off, isn't it? If you want to get anywhere near coming back home, you do this for me.
How about one more time, eh?
Oh, I don't think you should overdo it. You don't want to ruin your voice, do you?
Some hope.
I suppose you're right. I don't want to let my audience down, do I? Perhaps you could play some of the other carols we're doing.
I've got your jumble here, Julia.
It's going to be dark out there. You'd better get your stuff back to the parish hall.
Oh, you're right. I've still got half the estate to do before I can put my feet up. You three don't feel like helping me, do you?
Oh, I'm really busy tonight, Julia.
Well, how about you, love?
Shame. I said I'd go to see Tony Dixon.
Well, how about helping me on the day? We're desperate for helpers. Beth,
Well, I've got lots of work to do before the end of term.
But how about you, love? You're not working, are you?
I'm not sure.
It is for a good cause, you know. And we're having a special collection for your friend's little brother, young Tony.
Oh, well, I suppose I could spare an hour or two.
Well, I could come if it's not for long. Yeah, OK.
So you get on cracking with your collecting and we'll be there on the day.
Oh, 3 new helpers recruited by me. That Mrs. Carefoote'll be green with envy.
Bye, Julia.
Bye, love.
Oh, God, imagine. An afternoon with Julia.
Thought she'd never go. I'm late for the Aussie. I'll have to get off.
Do you fancy going and seeing a film tonight? Yeah, I don't mind.
I thought you would help me with the T-shirts. We could crack it tonight.
Well, I don't mind staying in. We could always go and see a film tomorrow.
I'll only be an hour or so at the Aussie. See you later. Ta-ra.
See ya. Bye. You know what you were saying to me the other day about me fancying Keith? Well, what about it? I'm beginning to think you were sussing me out, because it's you that's interested in him. Who, me? Don't be so daft. Well, it looks that way to me. I mean, whenever me and Keith are doing something together, you always want to be there, like you're trying to split us up or something. You're imagining things. Go on, you fancy him, don't you? You can tell me. I don't fancy Keith. Honest, I don't, Margaret. OK, I'm sorry. Well, I didn't want to stand in your way if you did. I don't.
Hi, love. All right, Jim.
Hello, Tony. How are you? Me and Jimmy thought we'd pop in to see how you do. Oh, come on, Jimmy. Say hello to Tony.
Hello, mate.
Ron was saying he could be home for Christmas.
Yeah, well, it's not as easy as that. The doctors say that it's unlikely that he'll ever come round.
What?
Isn't there anything they can do?
Yeah, well, that's what the doctors are saying. But it's not what I'm saying. This place isn't that in America, I'm sure of it, you know. They might be able to help, so I'm not going to give up.
Jimmy?
Sorry, I just got a bit upset.
You're all right, mate. We understand.
You mustn't give up, none.
Don't worry, Jimmy, I won't.
There must be someone somewhere who can cure him. We've got to find out.
Yeah. Well, we'll be looking. While we are, we'll be fundraising.
I'll be fundraising. I don't care how long it takes. I'll get you the money, man. Whatever's needed. I'm gonna get a breath of air.
Never seen him like that before, never.
Don't know what to say, Jack.
Oh, nice. Right, that's it. I don't give a toss about that Penny Crosby. If we need money, I'm going to flog that photograph of her to the press. What's going on? We need to raise money for our Tony to get treatment. I'm telling that's my contribution. Are you sure? Will you just watch me?
I'll get the money.
Well, I know that, Jim. I'm right with you.
Are you all right?
I'll get that money. And I mean legally. I've got to get back to the club.
You mean it, Jim, but I read about this sort of thing, you know. If Ron thinks he can find a cure, he's kidding himself.
I've got to do something, Jack. I can't let little Tony die.
Oh, hello, Mr. Crosby.
Yes, I'm sorry to bother you so late. I just had to wait for those blasted reporters to leave. Look, I couldn't help noticing that your car's for sale.
Oh, that.
I just wondered if you could give me an idea of the price.
Well, you best talk to Jeff about that.
Yeah. 2 grand I'm asking for.
2,000? Oh. That's actually a bit more than I paid for a similar one new.
Yeah, well, my dad always said it was a collector's piece. Yeah, it's got some smart chromies on it.
Would you be prepared to come down a bit on that price?
It's got to be put in the papers, yeah. I don't think so.
Ah, well, perhaps I'd better have a think about it then. Well, thanks anyway. Night. Oh, good night, Mrs. Rogers.
Good night.
Good night. You could easily pay what I'm after.
I don't suppose you realise I had the wheels chromed on that car.
Yeah, but I still need the money. Sorry.
Yeah, it's Anthony Dixon. Me, I'm his uncle. You're his favourite uncle. No change in his condition. Oh, I see.
All right, Sinbad. All right, mate. See the bloodhounds are sniffing around again, eh? Yeah, well, it makes a change from the busies, doesn't it?
You are? Well, it was in all the papers yesterday. Lady Penelope there had a visit from the fraud squad.
Go away.
It seems the right honourable member of fraudship wasn't the only one with his hand in the till.
Poor cow. And that lot aren't going to be happy until they see her picture splashed across every front page in the country.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right,
let's get on some breakfast, nothing like that.
Sam, I'm starving. Yeah, beans on toast, just the thing you need for a morning like this.
Hey, this has got to last them till Christmas. You could do with losing a bit.
Oh, thanks very much, yeah. Hey, is the lady in the house in?
Yeah, hold on.
Marg?
Yeah, I'll come in. It's freezing with the door open.
Feet under the table, haven't you?
It's Sinbad for you.
Hiya.
Morning. Not interrupting anything, am I? Jingle bells, eh?
Yeah, just sorting through some of Max's suspicious decorations. I think we're the last on the close.
Oh, right.
What can I do for you?
Well, I was just wondering if you needed any little odd jobs doing, like helping to hang posh deckies. Christmas time, my customers often ask for the odd little chore doing.
Yeah, and you need some extra ale money.
Well, if you want to put a few bob in my Christmas box.
Oh, I'm skint, Sinbad.
Well, no sweat. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. See you later.
See you, Sinbad.
See the Lady Penelope fan club's back on the close.
Yeah, and I'm still the only member with a picture of the Merry Widow.
You defo going to sell it then?
Hi, Mrs. Brogan.
All set for the Christmas fair?
It's today.
I knew you were all really looking forward to it, so I told the vicar we'd be there by 11 o'clock to set the stalls up. He's asked me to run the raffle, you know. You should see the top prize. Someone's donated a lovely hamper of food. I hope you don't mind, love, but I told the vicar about your young Tony.
Oh, right.
You know, about this fund that your dad started. And anyway, the parishioners have all very kindly agreed to donate some of today's proceeds to it.
That's great. That'll be made up.
Well, we all have to do our bit to help the poor little soul. I trust you'll be coming along with your friends to lend your support.
Well, I'd love to, Julia, but I'm planning on doing a bit of fundraising myself.
What am I supposed to give Louise for her breakfast now? Well, I don't mind going down the chain post and getting some. That's not the point. Owen and me bought this for us, not for Lynn and her kids. We can't afford to be buying stuff for them as well. Yeah, she probably didn't realise it was yours. Well, she probably thinks she's entitled to all our food as well as everything else. What are you doing? Lynn can get her own fridge. That way nothing will get mixed up. You can't do that. All Lynn's stuff will go off. Tough. This is our fridge, not hers. My mum and dad bought this like everything else in the house, and I'm not having her waltzing in and making claim to anything else she might fancy.
Have you thought what all this is going to do to Bing's sister-in-law? And you might not get that much for it anyway.
Go away, the one and only picture of it. It'd be worth a mint.
You don't know that.
Well, what about all the slide pictures of the royals and the people off the telly and that? They're worth thousands.
That's different, though.
No, it isn't. He was robbing pensioners so we could go down the casino every night. And what about all those lies to his constituents about what a great bloke he was? And if his wife hasn't done anything wrong, she wouldn't be in hiding, would she? So I think people have got a right to see this. The only difference is, I'm trying to raise cash for a good cause. To fly out Tony abroad, I'm getting better somehow. And this is going to help pay for it.
Oh, what's that smell?
Blocked drains.
Oh, it's horrible.
You on your way out, love?
The Christmas fair. Julia Brogan's pesters them into going. Just going to go knock for Keith and Margaret now.
All right. Comes a pair these days, do they?
What do you mean?
No, not. It's just that when I was round there this morning, it seemed very cosy, like. I reckon that giving Julia a hand was the last thing on the mind.
Could you get us some bleach for this smell? I think there's some under the sink.
Yeah, it is a bit of a whiff, like, isn't it?
Everything all right, love?
Yeah, why shouldn't it be?
You just seem a bit off.
I'm fine. Just a bit tired from colours, that's all. Look, I'll see you later.
Yeah, bye.
No bleach, but I did find these.
Oh, must have run out.
Dead men's clothes.
Oh, I must have put them to one side and forgotten about them.
Right. Well, I'll call your Beth back then. She can put them in for the jumble.
No. Please.
But what good's keeping all of these going to do you?
I just want to keep them. Can't you understand? I can't throw them out. Look, those clothes saved us, but they belong to someone's husband, someone's dad.
And there's a family out there still hoping he might be home for Christmas. But I know he won't be because I buried him.
OK. I'll put them back, if that's what you want. On one condition, though. You get out of this place, and you come with me the savvy to this Crizzy Fair thing.
I don't know.
Well, these are jumble.
OK.
Good. And you never know. I might even pick myself up a few new threads.
So?
Thanks for the tea.
Yeah. So, what was it you wanted to see her on about?
Oh, you know, this fund visit. Come up with a few ideas, you know, raise a few veddies and that, like, charity night at the club, few acts and that, like.
Oh. You're going to organise all that for there, Tony?
Yeah, well, it won't be much. No big names, you know. Not like that. And I thought we could have one of those piles of pennies, you know, on the bar. Just wanted to run it past Ron first.
Sure, Ron'll be made up.
Least I could do. I mean, Ron's a mate, isn't he?
Seeing Tony like that in hospital really hit you, didn't it? Why? Never seen you like this before, Jimmy. Willing to help people and wanting nothing in return.
You know, it's just like, well, seeing him lying there like that. I just want him to get better, that's all. And like I said, Ron's a mate, isn't he? I mean, he's always been good to you. He's never let you down like I have.
When was the last time you had a decent meal?
Depends what you mean by decent. Been living off mixed pizzas for the last 3 days.
Here. Go home and get cleaned up.
Do you mean it?
Better get all your stuff in the wash as well. I can't stand seeing you like this.
Great.
This is your last chance, Jimmy, I mean it. No more robbing. No more disappearing acts, no more nothing behind my back.
Jackie, I'm through with all that. I promise you. I'll never let you down again.
Hello, love. Hi, love. Hello, love.
Looks like Julia's enjoying herself.
Well, I'm glad she is. The Kipperdees, my granddad used to have a pair like this.
They're smart, then. The flares are back, aren't they? Well, at least we're all stuck here together.
Yui! Hello, love. This is Mrs. Jackson. She's doing the cake stall. This is Beth, the one I was telling you about. I was telling what a beautiful pianist you are. Mrs. Jackson's helping out with the carol concert.
All right.
You like the piano, don't you, Mrs. Jackson? Anyway, love, I hope you don't mind, but I said you'd help her out on the cake stall.
But...
She's a little bit slow, you know, but I knew you wouldn't mind. Thanks ever so much, love. Oh, there's the vicar. Vicar!
What are you doing? Sorting this lot out. You can't just let all this stuff go off. It's a waste of good food. Look, I put all in stuff on one shelf and all yours and Owen's on another.
What's got into you, eh?
What do you mean?
Well, you're doing everything you can to make it easy for Lynn.
I'm trying to make things easy for everybody. We've got to try and get on as best we can if we're all living together.
Don't you understand? Well, that's just it. We shouldn't be living together. Look, I don't care what the law says. This is me dad's house. And me and Owen, we've got nowhere else decent to go. Lynn can go back to her mum's any time. And until she does, nothing's going to be easy around this place.
All right, girls. It's a nice day for it, isn't it? How come you haven't got your Crizzy deckies up?
We've been busy.
It's a busy time of the year, isn't it? So, have you got any little odd jobs doing, you know? I'm your man.
Oh, way. Look, all our Louise's stuff ruined. What's happened? Gavin's rugby shirt, it's run everywhere. Right, that's it.
Right, I'll get off then.
Hey, Sinbad, are you any good at changing locks?
Yeah, I'll turn me on to anything for a price.
Right, well, will you come round here tomorrow morning then?
Yeah, no probs. I'll see you then.
What are you doing? I'm making sure that Lynn and her kids don't get the grubby hands on the fridge, the washing machine or anything else in this house. I'm changing the locks and I'm locking them out.
Yeah, sure, son. Hey, one thing at a time, eh, kids?
I'll go and get Jem an ice cream if you like. You go with Leo.
Yeah, all right. I'll see you later. Come on, son.
Oh, I thought you might like this.
Oh, love, on your own?
Margaret's with Keith over there.
Yeah, what did I tell you? Hey, these cakes look good. You fancy one, man?
You all right, mate?
Hey, Dad, can I have a go on that electric wire thing?
Okay, son. Well, there you go. I'll know for Gemma and Marianne.
Leo's in a hurry.
Yeah, I don't think he's too impressed with the grotto. He's going to check out the other stalls. Did you get your ice cream, babe? Oh, look, it's all over your face.
I know. Mucky pup, isn't she?
You could have cleaned it off, Marianne. You can't have her walking around like that.
Oh, sorry, but I've only got this on me. It's silk.
Yeah, babe, come here. Let's work it out,
Yeah, this looks all right.
Oh, very trendy. I bet her mates are all wearing second-hand denim.
Yeah, I quite like the rugged look, you know. Clint Eastwood's like. Hey, wait. Make my day.
It looks like it's a bit small.
Nah, it's enough. Fits like a glove. This'll do for me down, miss. How much do I owe you, love?
£3. Everything all right?
Yes, thanks.
Well, if you want anything, just give me a shout. I'm sorry I can't stop, but the vicar's asked me to organise the raffle.
What's up with you? Oh, yes. Julia Brogan, the pin-up girl of St. Thomas's Christmas Fair. I'm having one of them.
You lie. Hey, how's it going? Oh, don't ask. That Mrs. Jackson's as deaf as a doorpost. I might as well be speaking to myself.
Hey, hang around here with having a grin. Did you see that? One of my T-shirts.
What?
Julia must have taken the wrong bin bag. Somebody's selling them.
He's a good lad, Keith, isn't he? Yeah.
You got a bag for them, please?
Buying Gary Salter presents now, eh?
No, these are for our Leo. It's Crimbo stocking. Thanks, love.
What does Leo want boxing gloves for?
To learn to box, of course. Well, he's been down the gym with me. He's been watching Gary.
Nick, he might get hurt.
No, it was only for sparring, not just to learn to defend himself.
Why do you want to teach a child of that age to fight? It'll only end in trouble. Fighting always does. You should know.
Look, it's not about fighting. It's about discipline. It's about having respect for other people. It's a sport.
It's about knocking the living daylights out of each other.
Look, they'll be trained properly and no one will get hurt.
Anyway, why this sudden interest in boxing?
Well, if you'd have been down the sports project meeting last night, you'd know, wouldn't you?
I was busy. You know I was.
Well, you missed a good meeting. We got a lot of things sorted out.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. We're going to have a boxing tournament. And I've been asked to help organise it.
I see.
Yeah, it's just what Gary needs. Give him something to put all his energy into. So, all we need is the green light from your firm for the funds, and it's all systems go on the boxing front. Now, Minari.
got something you might be interested in.
Come on, we'll only be 5 minutes. I promised Julia I'd show you.
For 5 minutes, that's all.
I'll have 2, love. They're 20p. Did you get them all back?
Most of them, but it cost me a fortune. Fancy having to buy back your own T-shirts.
Oh, never mind.
I think our Beth feels a bit out of it.
That's because she's been stuck on that cake stall away from all her mates. Mind you, it's nice to see she's made some friends on the close. Margaret can keep this sound. Hey, she might end up with a nice fella. Make him a foursome, eh?
Boyfriend? Well, she's got plenty of time for that. She's only young and, you know, after all that Peter Harrison thing.
Well, she'll be well over that by now. And I bet she hasn't been short of offers at university. Nice-looking girl like your Beth.
I love.
All right, Jack. Hi, Jimmy. I didn't know Christmas fairs were your type of thing.
Oh, I just thought I'd keep the missus company, you know.
You, Jackie, you made it. Just in time for the prize draw. Have you all got your tickets now?
I've got mine, Julia.
How about you? Some of the proceeds are going to that young Dixon boy, you know.
Oh, go on then. I'll have a fiver's worth.
A fiver's worth? What's going to your friend?
Dunno. Maybe he's finally grown up.
Hey, Jimmy, why don't we have a go with the Lecky Wire thing? I was all over the place.
Yeah, come on, Jimmy. Have a go. It's for a good cause.
Oh, it's all right.
10p every time you touch the wire now.
Hey, hope you brought your checkbook, Jimmy. This is going to cost you a fortune. What's up with your nerves? Hey, Jack, he's not driving you home, is he? He's all over the place.
I crap at these things anyway.
Hey, Jimmy Corkill, that's at least £1 you owe us. I won't be forgetting, you know.
Is he all right?
I think he's just a bit under the weather.
So you enjoyed yourself?
Yeah, it's been great.
I'm really glad you came, you know. Kids were as well. I mean, they really like having you around.
Yeah, I like being around.
Yeah? So, how'd you fancy being around another Christmas, then?
What, at your place?
Yeah, move in. You know, for Christmas and New Year, like.
I've got my own place, mate.
What, so you don't want to spend Christmas with me and the kids?
No, I didn't say that. But why don't we spend Christmas at my place? I mean, we'd never spend any time there. And you know the kids are welcome.
Well, can I bring me pizza parlour? Oh, look, I'm sorry. I've got to stay near this shop.
OK, you win. Your place it is for Christmas.
Yes.
Can I have your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen? We're now ready to take the prize draw. Winning tickets, of course, in reverse order. I feel like that Robert Morley announcer in this world. Oh, thank you, Vicar. First prize, no, third prize, some lovely bath salts. Yellow ticket number 44. Come on, lad. Oh, there you are. Take them, love, there you are. Second prize, some lovely green sherry. Book ticket number 33. Oh, there you are, love. And now, for this wonderful prize, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, the grand prize, and it is yellow ticket 1, 2, 6. That concludes the prize draw, ladies and gentlemen. And can I thank you all once again on behalf of poor young Anthony Dixon, our local boarding hospital. You've all been ever so kind.
And she's gone to Lachlan House. Oh, it's off its head.
I know, but I can't stop it. What am I going to do?
Well, look, just keep out of it. Start worrying about yourself for a change.
What do you mean?
Well, you've got to get on with your own life, haven't you? I know you've had it rough. We both have. But we've got to get back to normal and start worrying about ourselves.
Suppose so.
I mean, when was the last time you had a good night out, eh?
Well, I was out with Simon the other night. Him and some of his mates. It was really good.
No, Katie, I mean a proper night house. You know, a club and that. Just me and you like we used to.
Well, not since before the crash.
Well, me neither. So why don't we go down to La Lute tonight? They've got one of those comedy nights on. Come on, we'll have a laugh. And Michael get us free tickets.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, sound. You can have a good chat and a few pernos, eh?
Yeah, I think I'll stick to the coke.
How come?
But I don't drink anymore.
Since when?
The other week. We don't have to drink to have a good time, you know, and It's a waste of money.
Oh, and Simon doesn't drink either, does he?
Well, no, actually, he doesn't.
Oh, I see. So what Simon says goes now.
It's not like that.
Yeah, well, you want to watch yourself being told what to do by some fella.
He doesn't tell me what to do. We just talk and that. Give each other advice.
Oh, aye. I'm sure he's all ears.
It's different. He's different. He's not like other fellas I've met. He's not just after one thing. And he really cares about me. And what's more, I care about him.
You need a hand?
No, I'm nearly finished, thanks.
You had a good day?
Not bad.
Yeah, I know. Stuck over here all day on your own with some albiddy away from your friends. You'd have only been playing gooseberry anyway.
Yeah?
Yeah. So what about you?
Well, what about me?
Well, there must be someone you've got your eye on.
Maybe.
Should I take that as a yes?
You can take it how you want.
Where's our bed gone?
To cool off, I think.
You what?
Young Keith over there. I think your Beth's got the hots for him. He's a nice lad, like.
All right.
All right. What's up? You've sold it. And?
150.
Quid?
Well, not 1,000. I mean, I was lucky enough to get that.
So you've blown Bing's sister-in-law up to the press for 150 quid?
Yeah, so what?
So what? What if next door find out it was you who sold it? And anyway, you're not going to be able to fly your Tony very far on that, are you?
Yeah. But I'll tell you something. If they'd only offered me enough money to get him a taxi to the airport, I'd have taken it. Because if dropping the Duchess of Brookside close in it is the only way I can help him, then that's tough luck on her.
Oh. Jackie? Jackie, are you there?
Hello, mate. It's freezing out there.
What are you doing?
Seeing if Lady Penny portraits made the papers.
And?
Well, let's put it this way. She's not front-page news anymore, so the job isn't in the city pages. So I might have got away with it.
Oh, aye?
Yeah.
You seen the milk?
Yeah, it's here.
Oh, thanks.
Look, that's our milk.
But I bought that last night at the supermarket.
It'll replace the stuff you finished yesterday, you and your kids. The stuff I bought out me down money.
Oh, come on.
Eloise didn't have any breakfast yesterday because of you.
Well, I've already said I'm sorry about that.
And what about all the clothes that got ruined, eh? Who's going to pay for them?
Well, it was an accident. You don't think I'd do that on purpose?
Well, why not, eh?
come off it, Lynn. You'd do anything to get me and Sammy out of this house, wouldn't you, hey?
Oh, this is just too much.
Well, you know what they say. If you can't stand the heat...
Oh, we'll see who it gets too hot for first. We'll see.
Nothing in the Telegraph?
Nothing in this rag either.
Well, it wouldn't be, would there? Her name's not Luke, and she hasn't got an 80-inch bust. That's it, then. Looks like our penny's yesterday's news.
No thanks to you.
It's worked out all right, hasn't it? Lady Snooty's not in the press, and we've got another £150 to our Tony's fund. That's going to be made up.
Isn't he going to want to know where you got all that money from?
Well, I just tell him we had a whip round the college.
And 150 quid off students. That's about as likely as Elvis being found on the moon.
Yeah, well, he's got enough to worry about without knowing what I've been up to. So if he says anything to you, you better start cracking on. We've been hanging around at uni with John Paul Getty's kid or something.
Oh, yeah? You all right?
No, not really.
Well, what's up? Is it Barry?
Yeah.
What's he done now?
Last night, me and Barry again. A stupid deal.
Why didn't you try and put him off? I mean, why didn't you lie to him or something?
Run out of lies. Anyway, he's keeping a diary.
You what?
He wants to know the days that I'm most fertile. Wants to make sure I keep my side of the deal.
Yeah, and you're doing that all right.
Sorry. I hate myself for it. Just don't know what to do.
I've told you what to do. Get away from this place. Get away from Barry Grant. He's bad news.
I don't understand. It's too late. We didn't take any precautions. I may already be pregnant with Barry's child.
Are you cashing up already, Ron?
All right, Ben. No. Just trying to get this money for our Tony in some sort of order.
Ah. Look, this is from the florist outside. Jean's been collecting from our customers.
Oh, thanks a lot, Bing. That's great, that.
Ah, it's the least we can do.
Do you know what? Everybody around here has been really great about our Tony. Especially this man here.
What's that, Ron?
Just been telling Bing here about all you've done for our Tony.
You are?
Come on, Jimmy. You know, Jackie's told me all about this charity night at the club and the pile of pennies thing.
Oh, right, that. Well, all got to do our bit, haven't we?
I'll tell you what, mate, everybody is doing a bit. Look at this lot.
It's very impressive. Have you thought about exactly what you're going to do with it all?
Yeah, well, we're going to find a cure for our Tony, aren't we?
Ah, so you have a place in mind to take him to?
Well, no, you know, not exactly. But there's got to be somewhere, hasn't there? The important thing to do, though, is keep the money coming.
Tell you what, Ronnie, eh? Gonna need a safe at this rate, mate, aren't you, eh?
Well, a building society account, that's what you really need. You know, one of those high-interest jobs.
Bing, when do I get the chance to go down to building society, eh, mate? I mean, when I'm not stuck here, I'm down the Aussie seeing our Tony.
Sounds like you need a bit of help, old son. Someone to organise the fund while you get on with your day-to-day routine. Someone with management experience, used to dealing with money. Someone trustworthy and upstanding.
Yeah. But who?
All right, go on. I'll do it.
What? You?
Yeah. Managerial experience, used to handling money. I'm your man, aren't I?
Jimmy.
Ronnie, I'll take over all the organisation, and that'll leave you free to be where you should be, which is at your Tony's bedside.
Bing, what did I tell you? The man is a star.
Yes. You know, a fund of this size should really have a treasurer as well. All money should be checked by at least 2 individuals. Well, you know how people can be.
Yeah, you're right. Don't want anyone going round accusing me of fraud. Next thing you know, my name will be splashed all over the papers, won't it?
Quite.
So what we need is someone else who's used to handling money.
Yes. Someone reliable and trustworthy.
It's brass monkeys out there.
There you go. Plain as the nose on me face. How'd you fancy that, Simpad? You being the treasurer of On's fund.
What, oh, for little Tony? Like, oh, yeah, I'd love to. It'd be an honour.
Hey, lads, what can I say?
Well, how's about no sweat? Because with me collecting it and Sinbad banking it, your Tony's going to be back on his feet in no time.
You know something, when I came in here this morning, I was really depressed about our Tony. And then you lot, me mates, like, you come in like this and I feel great. Our Tony is going to get better, you know. And I'll tell you something else, he is going to be home for Christmas. And we are going to have a big party, and I want you all there.
Yeah, we'll be there, mate.
Yeah, and so will your Tony.
Everyone round here. Everyone's welcome. Well, not quite everyone.
Excuse me, David. Could I have a word, please?
Yes, of course.
Outside.
Excuse me, Ron.
Cheers, Bing.
Oh, hello, Julia.
Just like his brother, shouldn't be at all surprised. Charm the pension out of your purse. Hiya, Ron.
All right, Julia, love. What can I do for you?
It's what I can do for you. A cheque from the parishioners of St. Thomas's. It's out the proceeds of the Christmas fair. £111.42. It's for the young Tony appeal.
Oh, thanks a lot, Julia. But, I'm afraid you're giving it to the wrong man.
You are?
Julia, may I introduce to you the chairman and the treasurer of the Tony Dixon Appeal Fund?
These two?
Yeah, us too. Thanks very much. There you go, matey.
Me getting a cheque for over £100 to Jimmy Corkill. Well, could have been worse, I suppose. You could have asked that David Crosby, then we probably would never have seen him again.
Change the lock on your front door.
Can you do it?
Well, I am rather busy.
Only it keeps jamming, you see. Frightened we'll be locked out. And I haven't really got a man around to help. And with you being a neighbour and all that.
All right, leave it to me. I do have a spare lock in the shed somewhere, I think. All right, I'll be round later. I'll just pop in and tell Jean.
Beth to Beth. Beth, calling Beth.
Sorry, I was miles away. It's for Mum.
I bet you're off your food as well, aren't you?
How do you mean?
Oh, come on, I'm not that old. I remember what it was like to be young and in love, walking around in daydreams, can't touch your scran.
I was reading a magazine.
Yeah, I know. Come on, you can tell me, you know.
There's nothing to tell.
Yeah, but you'd like it to be, wouldn't you? Well, you better get your skates on before someone else steps in before you.
I think they already have.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, it's either that or they're just very good friends.
All right. I see.
Look, I better get back. You walking around?
No, I've got to pick my tools up. I'm doing a job at the Rogers. I'll see you later.
Okay, see you later.
Okay, ta-ra.
All right.
Well, I suppose we better put the Christmas decorations up.
Yeah, take a bit of tinsel and glitter.
Yeah, well, you know the sort of stuff. A bright face for all the customers.
I get the feeling Christmas isn't your favourite time of year.
Oh, it brings back certain memories, that's all. Anyway, what about you? Do you do anything special?
No, not really. I just see my mates mostly. I don't really make a big deal of it.
How come? I thought Christmas would have been important to you. You know, you've been religious and that.
Yeah, I just think it's a bit daft, that's all. Everyone's spending so much time and money on one day. You know, acting on ollie-pally for a couple of hours and slagging each other off for the rest of the year.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's dead phony, isn't it? Everyone's sitting around celebrating something they don't believe in.
Yeah, spot on that, mate. Except when I say that, I get called a miserable so-and-so.
Ah, well, let them. At least you've got something you believe in.
What about you? Just something you believe in?
What? You mean religion?
Well, it doesn't have to be religion. It can be anything.
Me? Well, no, not really.
Must be something that turns you on.
I suppose. I used to believe in Liverpool Football Club once.
Well, there you go. Sport. Football. That's something you believe in.
Hey, wasn't it Shankly who said football's like religion?
I reckon it was even more important than that. There you go. We've both got something we believe in. Perhaps we've got more in common than we thought, eh? Pump for, is it, love?
Yes, thank you.
All right, Bing.
Oh, hello there.
Didn't know we were going to be two-handed.
Sorry?
You working on the lock as well?
Oh, so you've spoken to Lynn?
To Lynn? What are you up to?
Simply carrying out instructions as requested.
So, has he come to help you, has he?
No, he's helping me. I'm not going to put up with your bully boy tactics any longer. So I'm locking you out.
Hang on, what? You're locking him out?
Yeah? Well, what are you doing here?
Well, I'm changing the locks for Sammy.
You what?
You said it, Lynn. Two can play this game.
What's going on?
Sinbad, I think we better go, don't you?
Yeah.
What are you doing with that on?
Wait, what?
That's my dad's jacket. Where'd you get it?
No, I bought this yesterday.
And you have his car as well?
Katie, what are you doing?
You know what's bad? Each other fighting over dad's things like just...
Stupid, get off, will you? What are you doing, Katie?
Katie!
Some rather interesting T-shirts in Mendoza.
I'll see you then, love.
Oh, hey, Ronnie, mate, how's it going?
All right, Jim. Can't complain, you know.
Listen, I've okayed the pile of pennies and the charity night with Granty and Oscar, so it's all systems go on that one, mate.
Oh, cracker. Hey, you're not hanging around, are you?
Can't afford to. We're going to get young Tony back on his feet, can we? Hey?
Too right. Hi, Sinbad.
Hey.
Just off for a suntan, are you? I'm frozen.
How's your jacket, Tubbs?
Katie Rogers has got it. How was I to know that I bought her out for his jacket yesterday? Left me on the clothes like this.
Hey, you forgot to give me a receipt. That's me. So that's what that Keith did with me portrait. No wonder he wouldn't let me see it.
All right, Julia, it's only a bit of a laugh.
A laugh? Well, he laughed the other side of his face when I got hold of him. Well, I'm gone.
Hey, what are you doing? You're tearing it!
Tearing it? I'll rip it to shreds, and in with it.
Just keep fighting all the time. What's their interest in is selling me dad's things and making money?
It's the world we live in, Katie. It's easy for people to get confused. Attach value to the wrong things.
What do you mean?
Materialism. People only being interested in what they own or in what other people own. Forgetting about what's in here. Maybe if you were to read something, it might make you understand better.
What is it?
It's my Bible. See this passage here?
Thanks.
Right, listen, everybody. Katie's agreed to read for us.
What now?
Come on, you'll be all right. We're all your friends here, you know.
These letters are unreal.
What?
The problem page in here, it's like something out of Dirty Mag.
Oh, why? Did they make them all up?
Oh, no way. You'd have to be a right perv to make some of these up. Go ahead, then. I'm busy.
All right, I'm coming. It's your turn next, okay? All right, Julia. Just come in, like.
Is this your handiwork?
All right, Mrs. Brogan.
Ah, Mrs. Brogan, you little swine.
I'll get off me. I'll see you later.
Aye.
Oh, your friend's not going to defend you? He's probably ashamed of you, conning a senior citizen into shaming herself in front of the likes of Jimmy Corkhill.
It's art. Modern, like.
Art? It's obscene. There's a law against things like this, you know. I could have you locked up.
You've got it all wrong, Mrs. Brogan. Look, it's a positive image.
You are?
Youth and old age. No, not old age. Maturity. That's it, maturity. Beauty and yet more beauty. You look great.
I look terrible.
No. You're not looking at it properly. It's art, you see. Modern art.
Don't be trying to fob me off with all your fancy college language.
No, honestly, it's just a question of understanding it. Only certain people can, you know. Intelligent people like you. You've got to let it wash over you. That's it. It's about appreciation. See? I thought you'd understand.
Well, I must admit you can get used to it. But not the sort of portrait I had in mind. I mean, I told all my friends down at the bingo that I was having my picture done just like the Queen.
Hey, I can still do that for you. I'll go and get a camera.
You will not. Once bitten, twice shy, young man. And I'll have this, thank you very much. It'll do as a duster.
Right.
Oh, and any money you made from these things, I'd be expecting for the Tony Fund. I'll see myself out.
And everyone who has left houses, or brothers or sisters, or fields for my sake, shall receive 100 times more, and will be given eternal life. But many of those who are now first will be last, and many of those who are now last will be first.
That was lovely, Katie. Right, we'll pass the cat round now. Cheers, Greg. Does what I was saying make more sense now?
Yeah, even that made it all really clear. I just wish I could get off Sammy and Lynn to read it now.
In time, maybe. Who knows? It helps pay for the coffee and stuff.
Oh, right, I haven't got much.
The amount doesn't matter. Remember, it's what's in here that counts.
Hi, I'm on. Jackie not turned in yet?
No, mate, she's not due in for another half an hour yet.
All right, I'll catch you later.
Just a sec, Jim. Have you got a minute?
Yeah, sure. Everything okay?
Yeah. Well, it's just something that's been bothering me, you know. Well, not really bothering me. Because don't get me wrong, Jim. I mean, I really, really do appreciate all you've done for our Tony, but, well, why are you doing it?
Well, we're mates, aren't we?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, we live in the same area. We work next door to each other. My missus works in your shop.
Yeah.
So we're all part of the same community. We should be helping each other, shouldn't we? Eh? That's what's gone wrong with this country these days. I mean, people just don't care anymore about their neighbours, about their towns, about their streets, about nothing. I mean, what have you got, eh? Kids hanging round on street corners, sniffing glue, taking all sorts. Old women who are frightened to go out of their houses in case they're robbed or worse. And what do people do, eh? Nothing. Yeah, well, that's why I'm doing this one. Because your Tony never hurt anyone or anything, did he? And a decent lad like that deserves another chance. And I'm going to do all I can to make sure he gets it.
Do you know what, Jim? Sometimes I get so angry. I just feel like I want to take it out on someone, on Frank Rogers or whoever it was that was driving that other car. I mean, how could you just drive away if you caused that crash?
Terrible.
But I'll tell you something though, Jim. You and Julia and Sinbad, you've kept me going. You've restored my faith in the human race. I mean, look, everybody round here, you know, they've been great.
Yeah, well, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Friends, community.
All right, Pop. All right, Jim.
All right, son.
You going to Aussie?
Yeah, I'm just waiting on Jackie coming round.
Well, say hello to our Tony for us. Tell him I'm thinking about him, mate.
Yeah, of course I will.
And tell him that not all students are stingy in Steptoe.
Oh, Michael.
150 quid. He has a whip round the college.
What about that, eh, Jim? What was it you were saying? Family, friends, community?
I'm sorry if I landed you in it there, mate. I'd have come round and warned you sooner, only she left me half naked on the parade.
Oh, you're all right. I think I just about managed to convince her she's a work of art.
Must have taken some doing. Margaret not around then?
She's out job hunting.
So, is it all right, you know, you living here with her, like?
Yeah, I'm all sound.
You get on well, like?
Yeah, we have a laugh.
Your mates and that?
Yeah.
You know, friends, like?
Hey, what is this?
Nothing. Just asking, you know. What about Beth? Is she here, mate?
Yeah, we're all mates.
So, you're all just good mates, then?
What?
None of you are, you know, you and Margaret.
What? You want to know if me and Margaret are on together?
No. Well, it's not for me to ask, is it?
Oh, right. Has Bing Hitler sent you round to check up on the sleeping arrangements? Because if he has, you can tell him he's got nothing to worry about.
It's got nothing to do with Bing.
Who wants to know, then?
Well, I do. It's for Beth.
What?
She fancies you.
Yeah.
And I reckon she thinks you fancy Margaret, so she doesn't want to make a move.
Well, Margaret's nice, like. But Beth? Yeah. I thought she'd been acting strange recently about me and Mark.
Well, just thought I'd put you in the picture, you know.
Well, thanks, Sinbad. Thanks very much.
All right, Brad, see you tomorrow, mate. Ta-ra.
Bye.
Another coffee?
Oh, better not. I'll have to be going soon.
You feeling any better?
Yeah. I feel as if I understand things more now. And everything that's been happening at home and that.
Everybody here today has had a crisis at some stage in their life. That's why we can help. Understand what you're going through.
And everybody got over the problems by coming here?
Yeah, by talking. Praying with the group.
I don't know why more people don't come to these meetings.
I'm afraid there's a lot of people out there who don't like us.
Why?
I don't know. Perhaps they're just jealous that we get so much out of religion.
Yeah, well, he must be stupid.
They're just ignorant, Katie. Just ignorant.
Hi.
Kettle's just boiled.
All right.
I'll be out your way in a minute.
Sorry?
I'll get out your way so you and Barry can carry on with your arrangements.
Harry, please.
Well, it is one of your fertile days, isn't it?
Do you think I'm enjoying this?
More than I am. Oh, I'm sorry, look. I just can't stand the thought of you and him, you know.
And I can. It's me who's got to sleep with him, just remember that.
Yeah, all right, but if you're feeling like this now, how are you going to feel when you're carrying his baby around for 9 months? I mean, you're going to end up hating Barry, the baby, and yourself.
I went to be a baby.
You what?
I went to the family planning clinic this morning. They gave me a morning after pill.
Oh, right, so you got away with it this once, but what about now? I mean, you can't do that every time, can you?
Easy. They gave me these as well.
What? The pill?
I'll just have to make Barry think I can't have children.
World exclusive, the one and only picture of the widow Shane.
Supplied to us by a close neighbour concerned by the plight of the Crosby pensioners. I didn't think they'd use it like this.
It's ages since I've been to the cinema.
Me as well. Anything good on?
I'm not sure. The only thing I recognise is Aladdin.
Cartoon. It'll be full of kids.
Not if we go this afternoon.
Just the two of us.
You fancy it?
Yeah, why not? I finish at lunchtime so we can go with the savvy. Get out to this place, eh, and enjoy ourselves.
All right, you two?
Do you fancy a cup of tea?
No, I've got to get going.
Excuse me.
Don't be going out anywhere.
But,
We've got some unfinished business. Remember?
Later.
Let's see ya. What was all that about?
I'm sorry, but I think we'll have to forget the cinema.
You should read this.
What?
All this stuff about the pensioners. They're all skint because of Bing's brother. These two have lost all their savings. One of them's even in a wheelchair.
So what's Penny's photograph doing next to theirs?
Well, she was married to the crook, wasn't she?
Oh, and that makes her the crook as well.
Well, let's put it this way. I bet you she wasn't complaining when all the money was flooding in every week, was she? Oh, come on. I mean, if she doesn't know anything about it, then she's even dafter than she looks. I mean, it says here she was a director of the company.
Yeah, well, let's hope for your sake that they're all as daft as each other next door, eh?
You what?
I reckon Bing's going to be on the warpath pretty soon looking for this close neighbour, don't you? And he wouldn't have to be the brains of Britain to realise that we're the ones who are living next door to him, his closest neighbours.
Nah. What do you reckon?
And it looks like Lady Penn's here to stay a while. They're delivering a load of her gear.
She'd be idling in a Scottish lodge or abroad, wouldn't you?
Mike, what do you reckon about Beth?
But in what way? She's all right, like what?
I was thinking of asking her out, if you don't mind, like...
Well, why should I mind? She's not my type anyway. But, what makes you think you stand a chance?
Sinbad said she fancies me.
Sinbad? What does he know?
Who'd have thought? All my worldly possessions fit in a little van like that.
Never mind. I think the van's bigger than it looks.
All right.
Hi, Keith.
On your way to the shops?
Yeah, I'm just going to go and get a few things from Mum.
All right, if we walk around with you?
Yeah, sure. Is Margaret not about?
Margaret? No, I don't know where she is.
Hiya. Hi.
We lead totally separate lives, really. Do you know what I mean?
Separate lives?
Best way, innit? Best not to get involved with a flatmate.
I suppose you've seen Ron Dixon around today.
No, sorry.
Jean needs to see him about some invoices. He'll be down at the hospital, I suppose.
Yeah, it can't be easy for him, can it? No, spending all his time down there and trying to keep that place going.
No, I suppose not. But if you ask me, he wants to slow down a bit.
Oh, aye?
I know his son's in a coma, and you're supposed to try and stimulate their senses and all that, but spending every spare minute at the lad's bedside, no. Well, I can see Ron heading for some sort of breakdown.
Yeah, you could be right there. And he could lose the shop and everything, couldn't he?
Yes, exactly. Now, I feel really sorry for him building up his hopes like this. I heard young Tony's going to be in that hospital for a long time. He certainly won't be home for Christmas, if at all. All this money Ron's been collecting, as if there was some miracle cure somewhere. It's so sad.
Hey, you toffee-nosed get. What are you going on about?
I beg your pardon?
You! You're talking a load of crap.
Hey, hang on a minute, Jimmy.
And you should know better than all. The last thing Ronnie needs is two so-called mates slagging him off behind his back. His lad is going to be all right, OK? And he's going to be home for Christmas and all, no matter what anyone says.
I was merely expressing concern for Ron's well-being.
Oh, were you? Oh, what? Like your thieving get of a brother was for these pensioners, eh? Eh?
All right. What's up with them, eh?
No. Seems a bit wound up over something.
So, they've got their pound of flesh at last.
What's up with you?
Got something in my eye, boss. Killing me, you know.
Well, there's some eye drops there in the first aid box, Jim.
Yeah, cheers, tar, thanks.
I've got to go to the wholesalers, you know, pick up some coke. So I'll see you later, eh?
Yeah, right, yeah. See you later.
God, look at the state of this lot. Johnny Cash. Folsom Prison Blues.
Dad loved that record.
I know, yeah. It's a pity no one else does, though. I think I'm gonna have to give it away.
No. I won't let you.
All right, what's up with you?
Why are you doing all this, eh? Getting rid of all my dad's stuff?
It's no good to us, is it?
But it's Dad's. He loved all this. His records, his car.
Yeah, I know he did, but we can't hang on to everything he ever owned. I mean, it'd be like some museum and he wouldn't have wanted that.
But you just can't sell everything.
But I've got no money, have I? My dad wouldn't have wanted me to be skint. I'm sorry. So, you know, I might as well cash in on these.
That's what it all comes down to, isn't it? You, Sammy, Owen and Lynn, you're all as bad as each other. Money this, money that, that's all you care about. You don't care about people's feelings or the memories. You don't even care about me dad dying.
So aren't there any end of term dues at your place?
You're joking, aren't you? It's been about 3 a night for the past 2 weeks.
Crazy medics, eh? Listen, how would you fancy a break from the world of slip discs and athlete's foot? There's a big bash on at the art college tomorrow night.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's sound. I'll get a couple of tickets then.
A couple?
Yeah, for me and you, like.
Well, aren't Mike and Margaret going to be there?
Well, no, I don't think so.
Why not?
Well, it wouldn't be much of a date if they were there, would it?
Hang on, who said anything about a date?
I thought...
You thought what?
Well, me and you, like.
Well, I don't know what gave you that impression, but it certainly wasn't anything I did.
You all right?
Katie, what's happened now? Oh, Jeff's just sold me Dad's records. I hated it. We're always arguing.
Hey, come on. Do you want to come round to mine?
All right.
Are you sure? You can sit in my room.
No, I'm already going out.
Where to?
Simon's.
I might have guessed. So you'd rather go and sit with Simon and his weirdo mates than come round to mine?
They're not weird. There's nothing wrong with them. And I promised Simon I'd go round.
Why? And what else have you promised him?
What do you mean?
Well, he says something, Katie, and you and his mates do it just like that.
It's not like that. The meetings are...
Meetings?
Yeah. They're dead good. We just talk and that sorts all our problems out.
Yeah?
Yeah. It really helped me get over losing my dad.
Listen, why don't you come with me? Me? Don't be soft.
It might help, you know, with your Tony and that.
And how's it gonna help our Tony, eh?
It'll help you, I promise. It'll make you feel better about things.
Nah, I don't know.
Look, if you don't like it, you can leave. But honestly, it's dead good.
Yeah, all right. But if I don't like it, I'm not hanging around.
You all right?
At least they got my good side, eh?
They'd no right using your picture without permission.
Oh, I knew they'd use it sooner or later. That's no surprise. What is a surprise is that one of your so-called neighbours took the blasted thing.
Oh, I very much doubt if it's anybody we know.
Of course not. It wouldn't be. All these friendly northerners, salt of the earth, do anything for you, you know.
I'm sure there's a perfectly simple explanation.
A couple of £100, I shouldn't wonder. Enough to buy a nice new cloth cap and a couple of whippets, eh?
You'd think we'd sold her picture to the papers. And I'm not ecstatic about having all her clothes in my wardrobe.
She does have a point, though, dear. I promised her sanctuary in Brookside Close, and one of our own neighbours goes and lets us down. Looks as if I'll have to find out who's responsible for this before they sell any more juicy tidbits to the press.
Hiya.
Come on in.
Do you mind me bringing Jackie along, dear?
No, of course not, no. Can I set your coat?
No, Tar. I'll hang on to it if you don't mind.
Yeah, I'll hang up for you. Right, listen, everyone. This is Jackie. She's a friend of mine and Katie's.
Hiya.
Hiya.
All right.
And discuss with the new Social Securities Minister, Edward Morrell, the implications
Oh, it's you.
Yeah, it's me.
I'm glad.
Oh, yeah?
Of course I am.
Do you want a slice?
No, thanks. What's the matter?
My life's the matter. Me and you, me and Barry, you and Barry, and this stupid bloody game we're playing.
It's not a game.
Well, it is to Barry. If he finds out you're breaking the rules, God knows what he'll do. It's a mess.
I haven't made a very good job of my life either, have I? Look at me, I'm a prisoner in this place. Jumping out of my skin every time I hear the door go. Hoping it's not Barry. Hoping I won't have to fall. That's why I am glad to see you, Terry. No matter what happens, I know I've got one friend. A real friend.
I'll be able to look Beth in the face again. I felt about 2 inches tall.
So how did Sinbad get all that in his head?
I don't know.
Hey, well, maybe he stitched you because Julia ripped your T-shirt off his back. Who was it?
It's Bing.
Hey, don't let him in.
He's seen me. I'll have to let him in.
Ah, Keith, can I come in for a minute?
Yeah, sure. Come in, Mr. Crosby.
Thanks.
All right, Mr. Crosby.
Hello, Mike. Listen, I'm sorry to bother you, lads, but I'm looking for a bit of extra wardrobe space. Penny's clothes have just arrived from Banbury.
Oh, well, Margaret's not here at the moment.
Ah, well, look, I'll just hang these up here for now, yes? And I'll pop back later.
Sure.
I suppose, you've seen the gutter press this morning?
No, we only read the qualities, don't we, Keith?
Yeah.
Good for you. Nothing but rubbish in the tabloids. Anyway, it seems that one of our neighbours has sold his soul to Fleet Street.
You what?
Huh. There's a photo of my sister-in-law, which I'm afraid to say was taken by someone who lives on the close, not by one of their regular hacks.
Hey, that's terrible.
Yes, it's most upsetting. Seems you can't trust anyone these days. I don't suppose you heard anything, did you?
He was?
Yes. You see, I've a feeling that whoever it was may have gained access through Patricia's garden. It was taken at the back, you see.
Well, I haven't seen anything.
No, me neither.
No, of course not. I know I can trust you, lads. Especially after what Keith here did for Penny, eh? But if you do happen to see someone sniffing around the back there, I'd be very grateful if you'd send them packing with a whiff of buckshot, eh? Well, thanks, lads. I'll see you later.
Yeah, sure thing, Mr. Crosby.
Are you all right?
Oh, that was an anniversary present. Oh.
I'm sorry, they just dumped everything and left.
Oh, it's not your fault. I'll ask David if he can stick it together again.
I don't know what I'm going to do with all this stuff.
Oh. David's gone next door to see if there's any space there.
I know, but well, Max and Patricia will be back soon. What'll I do then?
We'll work out something, I suppose.
I'm becoming a real nuisance, aren't I?
Oh, not at all. Well, it is rather a small house, and I suppose things could get a bit awkward, us all living in such close quarters.
Well, I must admit I am used to a bit more space.
Oh, this was all David and I could afford, and we had rather hoped to spend our retirement together, the two of us.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean... Listen, I think it might be better for everybody if I left. As you said, you and David need your space, and... Well, I'm not really sure if this is the right sort of place for me anyway.
I don't think you've ever felt really comfortable living here, have you? What with the reporters and the neighbours.
I'm just not used to... Well, thanks for having me.
So, how's the unpacking going?
It isn't.
Penny's leaving us.
Penny?
Jean and I have had a little chat, and we've agreed it'd be better if I left.
Where will you go?
I don't know. I'll find a cheap hotel or something.
We can't just let you leave. You've nowhere to go, and it's Christmas in a couple of weeks. And you've hardly any money.
I think Penny's made up her mind.
No, I'm not having my brother's wife stay in some crummy hotel while we've still got a roof over our heads.
Please, David, I'd rather...
Now, listen. I know this last month's been absolute hell, but we're through the worst of it. The press have got their pound of flesh, so at least we should all be free to come and go as we please. Now, come on. We've been through too much together to throw it all away over some silly disagreement. Penny, we'd still like you to stay for Christmas, wouldn't we, Jean? Jean?
Well, I wouldn't like to think of you spending it on your own.
Penny, we'd both like you to stay.
Well, if you're sure you're both happy.
That's settled then. It'll be a happy Christmas for everyone.
Remember that feeling of emptiness we all had before we discovered the power of prayer? The loneliness, the uncertainty.
This was weird.
Shh. The hollow feeling inside. Look in your Bible. The miracles. How did Jesus cure the sick? Raise Lazarus from the dead? Through prayer. All through the power of prayer. of believing it could happen and making things happen. Jackie, Katie told us that your brother isn't well. Maybe you'd like to lead us in a prayer for him.
No, you're all right. Come on, Katie, let's go.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, well, I've just got to get off. Are you coming?
The meeting hasn't finished yet, Katie. I'd really like you to stay.
Better than the cinema, eh?
Oh, I don't know. I've seen some good films in my time, you know.
Oh, thanks a lot. Listen, is everything going to be all right? When you start taking the pill, it takes a while for it to work, and you've still got this arrangement with Barry.
Well, I'm past my fertile period, and by the time the next one comes along, the pill should be working. I'll just have to keep my fingers and everything else crossed, I suppose.
So Barry won't be getting his baby. Look, you don't have to answer this if you don't want to, but... Well, is it different with me?
Sex?
Yeah, than with him. Oh, I'm sorry, it's just eating away at me.
Of course it's different. With Barry, it's just... Well, I don't even think about him or sex. Just sort of blank out my mind. Sometimes I feel as if I'm not even there. I've acquired the skill.
And with me?
It's making love.
Anna?
It's Barry.
Anna?
Good meeting that?
Yeah.
It's not too late. You can still go if you really want to. It's entirely your choice.
Can I stay with you?
What's going on?
Sorry?
What are you doing in bed at this time of the day?
I'm waiting for you, of course.
Oh, that's what I like to see. Real pro at work.
Sinbad, hang about.
Hi, Keith. You got any spare coppers?
You are?
I've just bought this, to keep the cash safe for Tony's appeal.
All right. No, I just wanted to thank you, for putting me in a picture about Beth.
Oh, yeah? How'd you get on?
Oh, great. I asked her out tomorrow night.
Yeah?
She told me to take a hike.
You are?
Got the impression she'd rather snog a camel.
Are you sure?
I'm sure, all right. She left me standing on a close like a right divvy. So next time you have a little hunch like that, keep it to yourself, eh, mate?
Same time tomorrow then, eh? Because the sooner we get results, the sooner we can pack this in. All right. So, you keep your side of the bargain. I'll keep mine. And I'll see you soon. All right.
Hiya.
All right. Have you got a minute?
Yeah, sure, come in.
No, out here's fine.
Okay.
Listen, I think I might owe you an apology
What for?
for making a hash of playing Cupid.
What do you mean?
Keith.
What? Oh, I get it. You put him up to asking me out.
Now, well, I might have just mentioned that I thought you fancied him,
You did what?
Well, I was only trying to help, get things moving.
But I don't fancy Keith.
Yeah, well, I know that now. You're really mad with me.
Of course I am. You can't just go round telling people I fancy them.
Sorry. I knew you fancied somebody. I just assumed it was him,
Well, you assumed wrong, didn't you?
Is it someone at college? Go on. You can tell your Uncle Sinbad.
You don't give up, do you?
I know. Hey, that's the big secret, isn't it? Not a lad at all, is it? It's a lecturer. An older fella. Go on, I'm right, aren't I?
Almost.
So it is a lecturer then?
No.
Well?
You're right about it not being a lad, though. And it's not some older fella either.
So who was it then?
I don't know. I think... it's another girl. So now you know.
Speak International Airport. America. Objective. Get Tony Dixon there.
And?
I want your comedy night tonight. These are the tickets.
What?
I just want to run it. You know, a one-off and that, like.
Oh, come on, Jimmy, we're just getting the hang of it.
This is a little lad we're talking about here. I mean, he's lying in hospital in a coma. The doctors have said there's nothing they can do for him. Shouldn't be thinking about money at a time like this.
All right, Jimmy.
Yeah, well, sorry. Look, Keith, this is your partner's brother we're talking about here. If there's something, anything we can do, we've got to do it.
I know, you're right. I wasn't thinking straight.
I'm proud of you, kid. Hey, listen, I'm going to have a word with Oscar and Barry. See if I can use all the door takings for the fund.
You want the door money as well? Yeah, of course you do. No probs.
Listen, me and Tony's appeal fund won't forget this, mate.
Glad I could help.
Mega, I'll see you, eh?
Who put those up?
I told them to wait.
Right.
Don't all right me. What's the idea of this? We put them up, help put our personal touch on the house. And who said you could do that? And who are we supposed to ask?
I told you to wait.
Well, it's Sammy's house as well, you know.
It's our house.
I don't want any fighting. I just want things back the way they were.
We'll only put them back up when you go out, or even better, when you leave.
You working tonight?
No, night off.
Well, do you fancy going out for a drink? Then I thought we might go down to town, get the Christmas atmosphere.
I can't. Barry wants me here.
Oh, I can give you two guesses what that'll be for.
You know I'd rather be with you than having to go to bed with him.
Why don't you just tell him you got to go out?
And he'd want to know where and who with.
I wish we could just tell him. Let him know what it's doing to you, what it's doing to us.
We'll just have to make the most of our time together, secretly. It's more exciting that way.
Well, I'm getting fed up with secrets.
I want to be able to take you out properly. I mean, it is your night off.
I'm sorry, but no matter how much we hate it, I've got no other choice.
It doesn't matter. Just forget it, eh?
Yeah, put your arm through. Okay.
Yeah.
Off out?
Yeah, we're going round to Ellen's mum's.
Maybe you could see if they've got any room for you to stay while you're around there.
Look, Lynn, you've got to see this from our point of view, you know.
No, I haven't.
Well, it'd be sensible if you did. We've got nowhere to stay. And this was, and it is, Sammy, Jeff and Katie's home.
I was hoping it wouldn't have to come to this, but I'll see a solicitor if I have to.
And what good's that going to do you?
Well, if you push me to it, I'll get a court order, or whatever it takes.
You've got a knife. You come round here telling us to get out of our own home.
Why don't you just shut up, Sammy?
Oh, don't let her fool you, Katie, because as soon as she gets rid of us, she'll want you out and all. Well, go on. Go and get a solicitor or whoever you want, because we're staying here.
Sammy. Come on, let's get out.
Oh, excuse me. Well, those two look like a bundle of fun.
Oh, I'm sick of her. And they don't look like your choice of pickies. Tell me about her.
It's been big narcs again.
Oh, haven't they given up yet?
No, they're getting on my nerves. I'm making a drink. Do you want one?
Thanks. I know Frank wouldn't want it all to be like this, but they won't get the better of me.
Anybody at home? Ah, Keith.
All right, Mr. Crosby.
Something smells good.
Yeah.
Is Margaret about?
She's gone into town, Christmas shopping. The price of things this year, eh? And I suppose all the same films will be on the telly.
Yes. Look, I just want to get a few things from Penny's room. I suppose you've seen the papers with her face plastered all over them.
No? What did he like, eh?
Damn photo of my sister-in-law must have been syndicated to every paper in the land.
That might be Mog now. Do you want to open it? No, of course you don't. I'll get it.
Kmiel, Mucker.
Hey, what are you after?
Now, usually I get shirty someone making comments like that. It seems as you're a fellow entrepreneur. How's about me flogging you the first couple of tickets for an all-star comedy night at the club?
All right, lads. All right, Tim.
Lessons.
So, when's it due, then?
Tonight.
Oh, I can't, mate. I'm somewhere else, then I'm back here Grafton later on.
Nick, one dick goes lad.
Jimmy, I will donate, but I'm just busy tonight.
Okay. Hey, you better be there.
All right, keep your ear on. I still can't get my head around why you're behind all this.
Someone's got to do the bit, haven't they? Eh?
It's not something everybody will do, Jimmy.
Might even nominate you for an MBE or whatever.
I don't want any, thanks. I just want to have that little headline in Yossi, that's all.
Anna?
Hello.
Okay. I'm sorry about before.
It's all right.
No, it's not. That's the way Barry is with people. I know I shouldn't have put you under that kind of pressure.
Well, while I have this agreement with him, I'm stuck.
It's just I hate the thought of him touching you.
He's paid me money. We have a contract.
Oh, well, tear it up, burn it. Anything, it's just a worthless bit of paper.
But what about the money I owe him? I can't pay that back to him.
This is crazy. I mean, the whole situation's crazy.
Don't you think I know that? But it's gone too far. It's out of my hands.
There is one way out of it.
What?
I know you probably wouldn't want to, like, but it's your only way out. You could still marry me. It'd solve everything.
You'd still do that for me?
Yeah, for us. It's killing me watching you go through all this.
But Barry would still want his money back.
Yeah, well, he can only ask for his money if we're here to be asked.
What do you mean?
Well, if we get married, we'd be gone from here for good. We'd never come back. I mean, we can run away together.
But where will we go? When?
I don't know, as soon as possible. But we'd be as far away from Barry as we could be.
And what's in it for you?
Well, it's pretty obvious how I feel about you. I get the girl.
And aren't you scared I'll just use you to get out of this mess?
Nah. I know we're perfect for each other. It'll work, trust me.
I don't know. I've already made too many mistakes.
We won't be a mistake, you know that. Look, here's Barry. Think about it, because there's no way he'll give up on you having his kid.
Left hook. 1, 2. Last jab.
All right, boys. Last 60 now. Let's work it, eh? Nice work, Kevin. Move on a bit, guys. Just a bit of footwork. All right, come on, everybody. Now let's push it, eh?
Hey, what's this? He cuffed me.
Oh, don't keep your guard up. Oh, come in. Box on.
1, 2.
Hey. Come here. You soft or what?
I'm not taking that off no one.
Look, it's called boxing.
Oh, yeah? And what would you know?
You have to know when you're out of order. All right, that's enough, everybody. Shower and get changed.
So sorted.
Kiss mine.
Don't push it too much, Gary.
Right, give us these bags and let me take your coat.
What's all this?
Don't ask any questions.
Oh, don't tell me you've tied it up. Oh, what's all this for?
Just my little way of saying thanks for letting me stay.
Oh, you've not ordered pizza again, have you?
No, I made this meal all myself. Hello again, Mr. Crosby.
Oh, Keith, has Margaret just arrived?
Yeah.
Margaret, glad I called you. Listen, I've had a word with Patricia and Max, and with our bungalow being a bit on the small side, we thought it might be a good idea if Penny moved in here. You might have to rejig the bedrooms a bit,
Oh,
but...
does she have to? I mean, it'd be like living with a stranger.
Well, the problem is the bungalow is getting a little overcrowded, and anyway, I'm sure you'll all get on splendidly.
All right.
Right, well, I'll let Penny know, and we'll get her moved in as soon as possible. I'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Bye, Keith.
Bye. Ta-da.
That's all we need. Lady Penelope moving in.
We'll cope, as long as she doesn't find out who sold the photos to the press. Look at this lot.
Come, it's in all the papers.
It's been sold to all of them. I could have made a bomb if he'd kept the rights instead of flogging it to that freelance fella.
Well, I know he made a few bob out of it, but I still think it was a rotten thing to do.
And now we've got to live with the woman and all.
Quick, the fighting!
Hey, what's going on? Is that you two again? Come on, clear out! And the rest of you, clear out! Go on!
Can't I leave you alone for 5 minutes, eh? I wish you'd leave me alone, for good. You've got a right to cool down, do you know that? Come here, I haven't finished with you yet. You think you're a big man, do you? Right, come here.
Calm down, cool down! You understand me now? Cool down!
Will he get off?
Yeah, when you calm down, I will.
All right, Mick.
You can box, you know, but you've got to be disciplined.
I'd have sorted them if you hadn't gotten away.
Yeah, and now with that, I've got you, eh? I mean, you've got to stop striking out at people just because they upset you.
If people upset you, you have to do something about it.
There's always a different approach, you know. But if you're boxing, you can't handle it the way you do. You've got to save that for the ring, for the tournament. You want to box, don't you? Well, let's get it together then. Listen, I'm going to be talking to Grayson's about getting some proper equipment. Now, I know I'm no real boxing coach, but I'm willing to learn. In fact, I think we're both a bit wet behind the ears, aren't we?
Yes. The boy smiled.
Everyone's brought my cards in, but I thought he'd kicked off.
Nah, life's too short for kicking off about things like that.
Hey, Teddy.
Yeah?
What would you do if your mate was getting into something and they wouldn't listen to you?
You mean drugs?
No, nothing like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Suppose I'd stay mates with them and try and talk them out of it. Wish that Simon would hurry up. I want to go on my break.
I'm sure Saint Simon won't be late.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with being punctual.
No, but he's a bit of a suck, isn't he?
He works hard, and so long as he carries on like that, that lad'll go a long way.
Yeah, pity it's not Australia. See ya.
Yeah. See ya.
Can I open it now?
Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely, thanks.
I made it myself. It might be worth a few bob in a couple of years. A Rooney original.
Are you trying to get me drunk?
Would I?
I'm not looking forward to Lady Penelope living here, are you?
Haven't got much choice, really. As long as she doesn't expect us to clean up after her.
What? Since when have you ever cleaned up after anybody?
Hey, look at this place. It's spotless. All especially for you.
I'm surprised you didn't invite Beth and Mike. Let them sample your cooking.
Yeah, well, I just wanted it to be my own personal thanks to you. And anyway, it's better with just the two of us.
Hiya.
Hi.
Is your mum in?
No, she's gone to Rachel's school carol concert.
Look, I'm sorry for poking me nose in and causing a ruck with Keith. Have you talked to your mum about, you know, the other thing?
Do you really think that I could tell her I'm attracted to another girl?
He told me. I'm sure she'd understand.
She's got enough on her plate without worrying about me and boys, let alone a girl. Anyway, I don't think anyone would understand.
Well, I do. Well, me, mate. Anyway, you could be mistaken, you know. It might be just a crush you've got on whoever she is.
Do you think?
Yeah. I mean, when did it happen? When you went to university?
Yeah, I suppose. It's about that time.
See, you've heard this sort of stuff goes on at universities. Well, you know, them lecturers, I know some of them are, well, you know.
Lesbians.
Well, I wouldn't have called them that. Anyway, like I said, it's probably just a crush. I've heard it happens, you know. Mind you, it's never happened to me. Nearest I got to that sort of thing was want my hair cut like Kevin Keegan. Look, I know I'm naff at this sort of thing. But maybe if you spoke to someone your own age. I mean, Margaret, she's your mate, isn't she?
No, I don't think so.
See, if you watch all this Oprah Winfrey stuff, I mean, you're nothing like the women she has on there.
But I don't know what it is. I've just got these feelings. These really strong feelings, and then it makes me feel like I want to be near her. I even think about her when I'm at university.
See, I told you there's nothing to worry about. It's just a crush. Defo. And it'll go away. Trust me. I'm a doctor.
Amazing that you two are friends again. Some people don't show each other enough love sometimes, do they?
You're spot on there, love.
Evening. Hiya. We've been talking to Owen's mum and dad, and they're going to help us find his solicitor, if that's the way you want it to go.
Oh, why don't you change the record, Sammy?
I don't want anything other than a civil atmosphere.
Well, you'll get one of them at your mum's.
Hey, don't be talking to my sister like that.
Bev, it's all right. I don't want any more trouble. You best get going.
You sure?
Owen, will you go up and bath the baby? I want to get some things sorted upstairs.
Come on, Lou.
Well, just give us a ring if someone gets too snotty. Happy Christmas. You sure you're going to be all right?
Yeah, they're just two silly kids. Nothing to worry about.
It's this one you should be worrying about.
You and all.
Well, we're sisters, aren't we? Got to do everything together. See you later.
See ya.
Is he in?
No, he's gone, thank God. Another pathetic session.
So, what do you think? Do we get married, do a runner, and leave all this crap behind?
Yes, I will, if you're sure.
I've never been more sure of anything in my life.
I owe you so much, Terry.
Oh, get lost, will you? You don't owe me anything. You make me feel good in here. So we'll quit, all right?
You're a special, special man. I don't deserve you, but I won't let you down. I promise.
It's nice and cosy with the deckies up. I love Christmas, don't you?
Have we been here before?
Not as close as this. I really like you, you know, Mark.
I suppose you're not so bad yourself. Sorry. I hope this isn't Bing with Lady Penelope already.
Hiya, come in. Hi. I just wanted to go over the Christmas carols on the piano, last minute practice.
Yeah, fine. Hey, guess what? Keith's just cooked us a meal and it wasn't pizza. Can you believe it?
Excuse me, the boat calls.
Looks nice and cosy in here.
Yeah, I think it's another one of his attempts to win me over.
And is it working?
We're just good friends.
Well, I'll be very careful how close you get to your friends.
How do you mean?
Well, the other week he was over asking me to go out with him. I knocked him back and, well, looks like it's your turn now.
You kidding?
I wish I was, but he did ask me out.
Is this right? You got knocked back by a bet, so now you're trying it on with me?
It's not like that.
Tell me what it is like then. You're making a fool out of me.
Look, I'm going out. I'm sorry, Mog. Cheers, mate.
Look, I hope you didn't think I was stirring things. I just thought you should know, that's all.
Lynn says I could come up. I'm surprised you came at all.
Yeah, well, I was worried about you.
You don't need to be. You made a show of me in front of Sam and my friends the other week.
But the weirdos...
They're not.
Katie, that's not real religion they were doing in that room. You don't know what you're getting yourself into.
I'm just knocking about with people who are dead interested in me, who care about things.
But if you're so interested in that sort of stuff, why don't you go to a normal church like me mum?
Is this the same church you said ruined your mum's life? Jackie, when I'm with Sam and the others, it's great, I feel good, it's not like religion.
All right, but... Where are you going with that?
It's me dad's, and I want it.
You've no business even going in my room.
Well, with a bit of luck, it won't be your room for much longer, will it?
As long as I can breathe, I'll be in this house. And that stays here.
I want it, it's me dad's.
Just cool things down, eh?
I don't want to lose my temper over this. Just give me the guitar.
Oh, Sammy, give it to her.
You stay out of it, Katie.
I'm not having his guitar.
I can and I will. And when you stop, let go.
Oh, stop it, will ya? Stop it! Stop it!